do it. And this is how we do it. On the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. Welcome, everyone. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to have you guys here.
Oh, I take this down. This is over.
Okay. Got it. What's up, grown folks? How y'all doing? It's
I'm
always
hanging
a
in there.
pleasure. Welcome to the Donna Smith.
Amazing. We're doing so wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Dan, you're not supposed to interrupt the hostess with the mostest doing the introduction to the
You
show.
just asked us how we was doing. I was talking for the audience.
Oh, I learned a new trick though. Okay. Grown folks, welcome to the Grown Folks Show. This is Donna Smith, aka Lady D. We welcome you on the holiday. I'm sorry, we had a little lightweight technical difficulties, but we gonna be all right. I learned a new trick, y'all. Anyway, I just want you to know that whatever we talk about and discuss here on the show is not to offend anyone. We apologize for being a few minutes late, but it is Memorial Day and folks was still eating barbecue and stuff like that. So I had to give them a chance to finish up. I didn't get, nobody sent me a bone or nothing. That's cold-blooded. I didn't get nothing, but that's all right.
Yep. Did nobody offer me nothing to come over or anything? I ain't
That's
mad.
all right.
I want to see y'all anyway.
Have you guys ever had a, I'm sorry, I'm being a little ghetto with this before we toast, but have you ever had an itch in your ear and you can't get to it? It's like, what's it? What is that?
Yeah, that's when I start to clear my throat. I don't want to do the noise.
It's like something is itching me.
But I know it's my throat. But when
what is that, y'all?
Yeah, then my ears stop itching once I clear my throat. I do that hark.
Oh, yeah. See, I heard that. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Anyway, I like to say nothing is meant to offend anyone. We welcome you tonight. If it's a question or a topic that is not for you, we understand. Just pause it, come back. Something's going to get you. And we're going to do this toast right quick so we can get on into the vibe. Oh, Ben, would you like to toast? You can unmute yourself when you're ready. Let me see.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you can do it. You know, you can do what you want to do. Okay, toast, bling, bling, bling. Mm-hmm. Now I learned the trick on how to do it, but I gotta learn a trick on how to undo it. It's telling me to ask. Okay, so anyway, welcome you guys. Now we was just John and Jay, we've been as incognito for a minute, and I understand it's a holiday, so you know, those of you who are kind of chiming in, watching, checking us out, you know, please like, share, subscribe. This is what we do every Sunday, but tonight we're doing it on a Monday, okay? And we're gonna make this a shorter show tonight because I understand I started a little late and I'm not trying to hold everybody captive with Donna Smith all night. So anyway, I'd like to know, y'all, what's going on? How was your weekend? Did anybody enjoy this extra day that we had today? If that's, you know, if you got an extra day, or is it just typically any other day for you?
Well, I work from home, so it's typically it's a regular day for me. But the only thing is I just wish the liquor stores was open. I drank my bottle yesterday and it's gone. So
the liquor store. Wait, John told me to wipe off my lens. I think I'm gonna try to do this right quick. Because my lens seem to make me a little foggy. Do I look foggy?
You don't look foggy.
I don't.
No, you don't look foggy. It's okay.
I don't look foggy. We gonna make sure. Voila! I look a little better. Okay, so back to you, JJ. So you say working at home is just typical. You still have to do what you got to do. You still, I know a couple of people who work from home and they still have to log in today and do the thing.
Can you hear her, JJ?
No, I can't hear her.
Okay,
either.
we couldn't hear you for a minute.
Your audio cut out, Miss Donna.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Okay.
You know what? I'm starting to have a problem with this situation. We got a situation.
It's okay. Glitches happen.
Anyway, I says, everyone who did not hear me, that today was a holiday for me. And it is, we shouldn't, this is to, for all our fallen men and women who are military and who lost their lives in the line of service and things of that nature. If you have family members that, has lost their lives, we send out our condolences and prayers. And it is a very delicate, sensitive holiday. However, it is profoundly a very strong one. And Ben, I do apologize if you were muted a little too long. You can come out and play now. We sorry. Anyway, I want to send my condolences to that. And that is what Memorial Day is all about. And so we get an extra holiday. Did we toast already?
Yeah.
Yes, we toasted. Miss Donna.
Did y'all drink?
Yeah.
She was
We can click again if you want. While I still got the little something in there.
John ain't clicking no more. He only clicked once. He one of those that he ain't. Cinderella clicked her heels 1, 2, 3 times, right? John will just click his once.
I didn't know Cinderella.
And if it don't happen in the one click, I'm sorry.
I knew Dorothy did, but I didn't know Cinderella clicked. I thought she left. How could she click the heels she left behind?
Dorothy clicked and Cinderella found the glass.
She left the slippers behind, huh?
She left one of them behind. So
Cinderella left one of her glass slippers and had to go find it, and then she found her prince, right? Her prince had it, right?
Well, you should know this story.
No, I was thinking. I know.
You got it twisted.
Cinderella ran out from the ball down the stairs trying to get home before the clock hit 12.
Thinking all that. Did y'all
see
Little
down
Mermaid?
The stairs, she lost her glass slipper, and the king or whoever, the prince or whatever he was.
Okay.
Little Mermaid then.
But you just said that she was trying to find it.
What about the Little Mermaid?
Not Cinderella.
You said that though.
Cinderella, Dorothy.
Which and then you said
Dorothy clicked her heels 3 times, right?
No, you said
Cinderella 3 times.
You said Cinderella clicked her heels 3 times.
Yeah, you said Cinderella at first.
And I said no, Dorothy.
I corrected it, right?
And I said no, Dorothy did. Cinderella lost her slipper. And you said, then she went to go find it. And I said, no.
Yeah, but if I made an adult version.
No, they found her. And they had all these different women try on the glass shoe. And it magically ended up fitting her, right?
Magically?
Is that how that works?
Who knows the Cinderella story?
Damn, that Cinderella story is like 50 years old, ain't it?
Yeah, they need to update it to a more adult version where she loses her panties at the ball. That would be fun.
There you go.
Then they've
done that in porn already, JJ. That's a porn story.
You know what? Let's talk about that. Let's direct and produce. Let's make it happen. Let's make a Cindy new era. She loses her panties.
She loses her panties.
And then we have to have all this line of women come, and they gotta. How we gonna be able to test who fits the panties? Are they gonna go by smell or fit?
They gotta go by smell.
Okay, so we gotta sniff all these women to make sure that they smell matches
the size would create some elimination.
That is exciting, JJ. Let's work on it.
Because if they some smalls or if they some larges, I know it's automatically gonna be some elimination.
What's nothing wrong with her having balloon panties? It's okay. We just got to go by the smell. We won't go by the smell. That's JJ and I's production.
Would they do that as a black girl too? Can we have a black
matter, Ben, what color she is? Everybody got a smell.
Well, it don't matter. They just made the Little Mermaid a black girl.
Color has nothing to do with your sniff.
No, I'm talking about making the Cinderella a black girl. Would they do that?
They already did that with Brandy and Whitney Houston, didn't they?
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did.
Impossible. Don't get me started.
Impossible.
Yeah, I went to go see The Little Mermaid this weekend, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
It was pretty good. It was really good.
Did they make it better? Did she dive in deeper waters? What did she do magically different in this one?
Well, she changed. They had a little island for her, and you know, she found a little prince, and the dog.
Did she wiggle her tail in a nice?
Did she wiggle her
tail at
what
first?
Did she do with her tail in
at first?
I like to know.
But she fell in love with the little, that's the new thing. The sisters falling in love with the little. His mama, he was adopted, so his mama was a black lady. And everybody else around.
The Little Mermaid's mother was adopted?
No, the prince's mother was a black lady.
So the prince fell in love with the mermaid.
Yeah, the mermaid actually saved him because she was watching. She was intrigued. I guess my kids knew the story. I don't think I've ever seen this.
In the end, did they get married?
Yes, they did. They sure did.
The mermaid and the prince?
Yes, and then it was the joining of the two. It was the joining of the two nations. So they had the yeah. You have to see it. At the end, it was like.
Is it a cartoon? Is it a cartoon?
No, it wasn't a cartoon.
It's a real mermaid wiggling her tail.
That's what they made, a real mermaid wiggling her tail. That was it wasn't a cartoon.
Wow.
It was live action. Okay.
Yes, it was live action.
And she
sister,
lived
what's
in
the name?
The ocean?
Bailey something.
She lived in the ocean.
The singer. Yeah, they say, and her dad was
over there in Richmond.
Yeah, that's where it was, in the hood. Oh, you gonna make the sister be in the hood? No, I was in the island. It was like
was she in the ocean?
Did they film
it was like a little Bahama island?
Richmond?
Nah, it was a Bahamas island. It was one of them islands.
It
was a Caribbean.
You raised the roof for the Bay Area.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
She wasn't on Alcatraz or nothing?
Nah, it was cool. I enjoyed it. Melissa McCarthy was like the evil mother type thing. So she was in there.
Was
from Mike and Marley. She was an octopus.
Oh, she was Ursula.
Octopus and the mermaid got together and made a baby mermaid.
Yeah. She was a. So JJ knows the story. I didn't know the story. My kids
you saw
singing
it
the
too,
song.
JJ?
I saw the first version that came out in 1992, I believe it came out, if I'm not mistaken. The cartoon version.
Man, that's 30 years ago.
Where's phallic shapes all over the cover, but they kept it.
It was what over the cover?
It's phallic shapes all over the cover. It's like they made the castle structures look phallic shaped. You'll see if you can see it. They kept it. Yeah.
No, I went to see that, and then I seen the Fast and the Furious. That 10, that one was very, I don't know. It was a lot of stuff going on in that couple of hours.
Well, the Fast and the Furious, you always got to kind of hold on and enjoy the ride because it's action packed. So you can't be snoozing and eating your popcorn and going down to the.
This one wasn't as action packed as the other ones from previous two.
Well, why you couldn't keep up?
This one was. I mean, they was hitting all kinds of islands and cities and countries, and and the story kept unfolding, and this person knew come in, this other person wasn't there, and it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a couple of amazing scenes, but you could tell everybody getting older, almost everybody was cutting their hair off or a little dye in their hair, or you know what I'm saying? So yeah. I went to go see both of them this weekend, that's all.
Yeah, I haven't been.
I like your movie reviews. It's kind of cool. According to Ben, that's nice.
Oh man, because they, in the Fast and Furious 10, it's got a sequel. It's a sequel.
Okay.
And so the sequel, when the next sequel is coming out?
When?
Take a guess.
The presidential election time.
2025.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, damn, why do they have a sequel that's coming out 2 years? Are they just trying to kill it off? They barely advertised it. 2 years from now. I'm like, damn.
They just want to keep the anticipation. They want you to.
Yeah, there's major fans.
Somebody gonna be in a walker by then. Somebody gonna be in a walker or a wheelchair. They're gonna have to take somebody else out. They won't even be a part of the action no more.
No, that could be Too Fast, Too Furious in a wheelchair. You know,
Put a motor on the back.
Can't even do it. My back hurts. I got a situation. Stop. I had to tell you, I got a little situation with the little. I think I must have worked out too much. I stretched something. Something ain't right. But I'm gonna have an X-ray done because when I do too much on the right side back here, I'm starting to feel.
Be careful. You gotta be careful. You need to put a little massage thing on the back of that. Help you out during those times of need. Put it's a little massage.
Hi, Cordell. I need a massage. I don't know.
It's a massager. My sister bought me one. It's like a massage belt almost. You can put it on them spots.
Oh, yep, I got one. Let me go get it. Speaking of which,
it's an all black thing.
I put this patch, Salampus, I think it's called. Salampus patch for a medicated patch for when you got little aches and pains in different areas. But the thing is, I'm starting to now think that it's not the workout that I did because this was at least 2 weeks ago. Now you should be getting better.
Well, maybe it's just you're still in pain because your muscles being stretched. So
when I woke up today, it seemed like it was hurting more. And I'm like, I haven't did anything to make it hurt more. So why is it still hurting?
You got to get you some of that new stem cell treatment and start getting them treatments so you can bring the age of your body down a little bit.
Matter of fact, stem cell treatment.
Yeah, you do.
What are you talking about?
Just like I was watching Tony Robbins. You know, Tony Robbins about 67, right?
Who was he?
Tony Robbins, the
motivational speaker.
I guess you would call him motivation. He's a motivational speaker. I guess that's what I would call him something else, you know. But he takes those shots, I think now yearly. And it's brought his age of his body down from like they do a test of your internal body. So it's took it down from 67 down. He said he's down to 51 now. So I guess in a couple of years with more, his internal clock will be more like 40.
Okay, wait a minute. You mean to tell me he's going back in age and time to 51 from 67?
That's what the stem cells do. They have technology. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That's why they're gonna make it so that we're gonna be able to live a lot longer. Yeah, I got one like what JJ got, but mine is all black.
Yeah, this is.
Let me see that, JJ.
Yeah, this is.
So that's the thing I had at the gym, and I was doing it forward like.
No, that's a massager. Look at the shoulder thing,
and it's heated as well.
It's got heaters and everything on it. It's got a button to control it.
So you put it on different side parts of your body that's hurting?
Yep. You can. Yep, you sure can.
Yeah.
Sometimes I put it on my lower back. But the shoulder, it works the shoulders really well. And
what is it called?
It's a over-the-shoulder massager. You can get it off of Amazon. The company is called Come Fire. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, COMFIER.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, loosen up all them kinks and binks. My little dude be using it a lot. My middle son, he uses it a lot of times. Be relaxing and massaging himself. It works wonders.
I need to get some because this is a hot mess. And like I said, it just started. It was doing. I was cool a few days. I was cool. And only thing I did was going to the concert, the Stone Soul concert. I wasn't doing nothing out of pocket. I was just in there having a good time.
Yeah, you did. You let them. They put it down. You told me they did it last night. Huh?
Put it down, but I mean, I didn't get on the stage and do no somersaults.
Did everybody show up?
Yes.
That's good.
It was a very nice show. Kim, Stokely, Fantasia, Robin Thicke, Curtis Blow, Vivian Green. They were all excellent.
Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow. And
Vivian
Fantasia
Green
with her fine, thickalicious self. She just got up there just doing the thing. And Kim, you know, he always so smooth and about it. I love Kim. Robin,
you guys see the premiere
too. He brought the heat up there too. Yeah, no.
Okay.
It was good. Curtis Blow, we got some good party and stuff. Took us back. It was boom, boom, boom. Stokely,
Curtis Blow,
that young man.
Like, what did he DJ?
Who?
What did Curtis Blow do?
Curtis Blow. We are the what's that song they sing? I forgot how.
I love the look at
Curtis
John.
Blow got something new.
You know what I'm saying? You know, John.
The breaks, Donna. The breaks, Donna.
The breaks. Okay, I know that song. That's the hot. Thank you, Cordell. You the only one that got my back with this. You know, they always want to laugh at us.
I'm sorry, it was
you know what I'm saying?
I wasn't laughing at you. I just Curtis Blow.
Just help us sister out.
Ago.
You know, I know the beat. You know, I was holding on.
Hey, Donna.
I thought she was gonna start singing "We Are the Champions."
Only thing I know is I remember that song and it had us up on our feet. Okay, break it down. Hey, that's a bad song. Well, anyway, but the concert was really good. For some reason, I was thinking Joe. I thought I heard Joe was supposed to be there. I really did. No, Joe wasn't. But Kim brought it. He was the headliner.
Someone said no, but at one time they said Joe was going to be there. It was like a late
I could have swore I heard Joe because there was some people sitting next to me and they was like, "So when is Joe coming in?"
You, Joe was on. They had said Joe was going to be there,
and
that was like a last minute because everybody was because at first, I mean, be honest, everybody was like, "Come on now." I mean, Fantasia, Kim, okay, we cool, but they wanted more, and Joe was supposed to have been there.
Stokely was good too.
Okay, I can understand Curtis Blow. And
Robin Thicke bought the soul. I mean, for the
okay, I can understand.
But he got that one song that we love.
Robin Thicke and stuff. I can understand that, but
did he do the that song you got sued for? What's it? Train lines or whatever? Blurred lines. Did he do that song?
Oh, you know what? I don't know. He didn't announce this.
No, I don't think he can perform the song anymore because Marvin's family they got to get compensation for that.
Oh, he can't perform it.
Well, he can do it unless he pay. I mean, you can do. You gotta pay.
I don't recall. I did get up and go to the restroom and went in the middle of his situation, but I don't recall hearing him doing no song like that. So. But he was good. I mean, I enjoyed the show. I don't care. I mean, it's fun. And then the Rick and Ross show, the music that they bring in the middle of it, the partying and everybody's up on their feet having a good time. I mean, it's just cool. The weather was not on point like it normally be. It got a little chilly up there later in the day.
I was wondering about that.
The show was not
all day out here.
And then when you look online, it said the show was over at 4. I knew that wasn't the truth. The show, Kim finished up around 9:15.
Oh, wow.
So the show started at 12 noon.
Donna,
you definitely got your money's worth.
You know for a fact that show never ends when it's supposed
That's what I told a couple of people was arguing with me about it. They was like, Donna, it says 4 o'clock. I say, so that concert has never been over at 4. We wouldn't have had no intermission. It would have been 3 entertainers.
Over at 4 o'clock.
I'm like, if it's over at 4, that'll be my last time going.
I ain't never known Coastal be over at no 4.
But that's what it says. When you go online and look at the thing, it says from 12 to 4. Yeah. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I really did. So that was my thing to share. Anyone else have anything else to share?
Oh, did you see the new premiere of
Don't tell me about No More Mermaids. Don't tell me.
The Color Purple is coming. They're doing a remix of The Color Purple. Actually, that's probably why
who's gonna play?
I know Taraji P is gonna be in there. I know Louis Gossett Jr. is gonna be in there.
Who's gonna play Celie?
That's gonna be her. Fantasia. I don't know. I think it's gonna be I don't know who it's gonna be.
Who's gonna be? Who's gonna?
You can check the premiere. They
who's
just
gonna
did
play
the trailer.
abusive husband
On Monday, they just did the first trailer. They was all together with Oprah. So Oprah is redoing.
I had heard something about this. Yeah, you JJ, you had heard something.
Yeah, I didn't look into it because I'm not interested. Because to be honest with you, I feel like we need to come up with some better stories. Like that story is very depressing. And I understand it's like trying to celebrate Black history in a way, but we got to come up with other stories that contrast that narrative. And I'm not into it. We had the movie, and we've had all these plays about it. I feel like that's enough. But Oprah has always been obsessed with it. She was obsessed with it before she got into it, and here she is producing this, and I'm just like, we need something else to talk about. To be honest with you, like,
so Oprah is the producer of this new Color Purple.
She's producing this. She's putting this together.
Okay, nice.
So,
yeah. Okay. Well, Ben, you let us know, since you're our movie critic. Let us know when it will.
The movie critic. I don't know. I'm gonna go try to see it, but I would like them to make a movie about. Like he was saying, I like them to make a movie about some of these Black people that was millionaires that had like 100 acres of land until these white folks in their community came and attacked them and killed them and ran them off their land. That's the movie I like to see. The truth of how they really terrorized people. What the bloody summer was. Maybe we should make a movie about that, about the criminality that was put in, because it's obvious they're trying to get rid of all that history. So maybe we should make a movie that's produced to really bring all that history to light, so they can't never shut it down no more. I thought Rosewood was enough. I was terrified of that movie. Did you ever see Rosewood?
I've heard about it.
That was a horrible movie.
I didn't like. It took me a long time to see Rosewood, Mississippi Burning, and it was another one. Because
what about Roots?
You have to. I was younger, but they're about to do something. They're about to do something else with Roots. I just heard on Joe Mattis, on Urban View. I heard them talking about something about Roots, but the whole thing, with everything going on right now, you gotta be careful because it can create some incitement, and cause folks. Because
obviously she ain't concerned with that because she keep bringing it out here.
What's that?
Oprah keep bringing these. It's like our only history is us beating on each other, or we can't never have a true history. Yeah, we can't have a true history of after slavery. You never see no movies hardly after slavery when we was owning everything. Or once they talk about the movie of Mississippi, where Mississippi had more representatives go to the Congress and the Senate right after slavery ended, and then once the Ku Klux Klan came out there, they haven't had somebody in the place since then. So they haven't have a senator or a congressman or barely anybody going to the House since then. Why we can't have stories about the reality of that? Make somebody else criminal. Make them look like what they look like. Why do we have to keep looking like, Color Purple, you beating on your wife and your wife end up becoming a lesbian? And I remember I've seen the stage show. They went way when she was having a lesbian.
She wasn't no lesbian.
She wasn't a lesbian. That was a curious. We gotta be.
That was bi-curious. She wasn't lesbian.
No, it wasn't bi-curious. When they did on the stage show, they continued past their relationship.
We can't take the stage show for one thing. Some people, when you read a book or when you read a show or whatever, nothing has never been finalized or really said, this is the character's character. This character, this is their personality or their background, whatever. We don't have none of that. You just seen an act. You seen an act that took place,
Nah,
and
brother, I'm
they
talking about
never
the next.
finalized
They had
that
like a next
scene.
generation to that, and they
That,
had her and Celie in a relationship together. I mean, what's the lady and her and Suge, I think, was in a relationship together. She started. I'm telling you, because I went to San Francisco to watch it.
yeah, but you say
So
what
what
you
I'm
said.
saying
I
is,
Next
never. They
why you
had
got to
generation.
something
keep
else that
watching
came
these?
out. You said that had
Yeah,
them in a
Yeah,
yeah.
but
relationship.
that was next generation. We got to be careful. Next generation, part two, part
But
three,
this is what I'm saying to you. Why do we have to keep
remix.
having stories like that?
But
Why can't we
well,
just love on each other and have a story like Raising in the Sun type, a good Raising in the Sun? Why we always got to
no, no,
have
we
these
got to be.
stories of us beating on each other? I'm tired
Well,
of seeing it.
but it's not always beating on us. But when we talk about, when you say bring the truth of history, that was them are actual events that take part in our history, and not just in our
Can't
history.
erase
And
that.
but then we have to understand how things develop, how we get to certain points or whatever. There's been a lot of mental I guess I want to say molding or shaping, of folks thinking. I mean, look how let's just take this. I'm just gonna give a clear example that we all knew. Light skinned it was in the house, dark skinned it was out, and the two didn't like each other. That was created.
Mhm.
That wasn't something that we were naturally doing because of our melatonin, melanin or whatever. No one has the variety of the shades or anything like as many as we do. You have some country, you go and they say, "Oh well, I see some dark ones." Well, now we're going back further in, but this is stuff that took place. You know, you
Mhm.
had you had you had families, you had fathers who were head of two different households,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe three. And,
Mm-hmm.
and and this is how things went because he supplied or whatever, he provided. It was rough for a woman to be by herself. So you just think if it was rough for a white woman and she had no right, white woman had no rights, couldn't vote, couldn't do nothing, no say so. Imagine a black woman. So, and then all the fears and all the things that entailed. Now, when we come and we talking about, okay, we got past all that. Now we coming into the 50s and things of that nature, or even the 40s or whatever. But we coming into the 50s and things that seem to be moving a little better. But then we still deal with a lot of the things that the man had to deal with overall because the pressure we always have been, and it showed throughout slavery, that provider. But then when you're tore down, they kicking your job, they won't give you this, they treating you like this. You can't get, you're not getting the pay that if you did work, you're not getting the pay that the others were getting. So all this other stuff, not saying an excuse, but these are things that
Mhm.
added. And this is, but then it showed, but through that, we showed how we remain strong and how we be able to persevere and fight through these things. That's why you hear sometimes they're saying, look here, you're going to have to get yourself together. If we was not, it's amazing, even though the things aren't beautiful events, but these things is what help us to be able to mold our next ones and to continue to mold ourselves. But we can't ignore that, you know, these things wasn't going on, the cheating, the abuse, or whatever. Because see, if we ignore it in the history, what's going to happen is we're going to start ignoring it in the present,
That's true.
and it's off the hook in the present,
I guess
you
what
know.
Ben is saying is that more light should be shined on some positive things as well.
Yeah, but
Um,
I mean,
Yeah,
but
not
when we
how
talk
many
about
movies?
omitting the
How many
negative, but
movies have you seen?
but if we're gonna talk about, let's talk about how they stole these property from us, because all entails gonna show us getting beat, getting cheated on, getting done wrong, getting things taken from us, and having us, Jim Crow laws created around us. You're still gonna. It all ties in, but see that right there is actually part of the other, because Some are part of this. They took my business, they burnt me down. How I'm gonna take care of my family? Now my wife trying to say that I can't think right, so I slapped her around because I'm really frustrated at this other situation. You know, there's no division in none of it. All that go is one tree, and everything has that branches off to the twigs to the very leaves. It all is all incorporated in the same thing, in the same makeup.
Well,
It's
some of
all
them
the
is and
same.
some of them ain't though.
You can't have
Some
one,
of them ain't.
can't have one without the other. You
Yeah,
can't
Tim,
have one
but you
without the
know, just
other.
like with the when they had the situation in Oklahoma, you know, where they washed the Black Wall Street. Well, when they burned those people's houses up, those people had their money and stuff in certain banks. So when they burned their houses up, they burned up their bank accounts. Bank
Exactly.
books and all that kind of stuff. So those people were not able to even go to the bank because the bank didn't even want to solidify it. So those banks that had their money just kept their money. That's millions of dollars that was lost. And they was doing that all over the country. In that red summer, all that black wealth, the people that had business and stuff and got their businesses and their houses burned up, if they didn't have their bank books, they never gave them their money back. You talk about people that had relationships with folks that knew exactly who they was because these people had large sums of money, but you kept their money under a system that didn't even make sense. That's the kind of stories I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, oh, you took my stuff, so I went and slapped my wife. I'm talking about you took everything that my family had, and so now it's reparation time, and you telling me I don't deserve even that back. That plus interest, I deserve that back. So tell the story about it so people can start, because they've done it with criminals. They've done it with people they consider like the R. Kelly thing.
The Jeffrey Dahmer story. They brought that up.
All
I'm
those
like,
people
why
that
bring that
they
up?
brought that to light so you can know who these people are.
Listen, there's one thing you seem to really miss on. This Hollywood you're talking about. Hollywood. So the reason why Spike Lee despises Hollywood, because he wants to make those kind of films you're talking about. He doesn't want to be controlled by Hollywood and the depiction, what they want him to show. He would like to show it the way he sees it. The way he sees it is kind of the same way you're discussing it now. But Hollywood wants to see it in a different approach. So if you really want to think about any changes in that arena, look at all the Black producers and writers that are coming up now and are trying to make a change for showing positive images in the media. But it takes a while. It just doesn't happen overnight. Some people say the biggest thing was when desegregation happens, because Black folks want to sit at the same table with white folks, it fractured a lot of things. It used to be you could go in the Fillmore, spend your Black dollars, and that dollar would stay in the Fillmore. You had Black doctors, dentists, restaurants, hotels, banks. You had everything you needed for the Black community in the Fillmore. It was there. But what happens is that we had desegregation, we had Black people trusting a white man, and then you have the con game, is what I call it. The con game was a bait and switch. Come on in, I'll do these little things for you, but I'll switch it up for you. So I'll be covert about what I'm doing to show you that I care, but in the long run, I'm still looking out for me. I don't care about you Black folks. I really don't. But I'm gonna show you that I kind of do, because you guys make me money.
That's right.
Good.
Yeah.
Feedback.
But you gotta see, you know, real estate also in there. We didn't when it came to loan percentage interest and all, that's one of the big discussions now about Black owners, property owners that were buying the same property or what have you of someone white, but paying almost double or more in interest rates. And so they were losing, like Curtis was saying. And so not only, it wasn't just the gentrifying, it wasn't trying to come in and say, okay, it was the fact that you lost it with now who else is gonna buy it? When it came to foreclosures and takeovers like that, a lot of us weren't in position to do that because we were barely able to get in position to get where we were able to get. Because I had my great uncles and all of them own liquor stores and different, little market or what have you, and the hair place and stuff like that. And these are things that took place. And we look at that and we see that right here in the Bay Area, period. Blacks were putting into their communities and their communities was growing. But the thing about, we have Dreamland now, right? And we have Black Wall Street burning, we have these things that's showing this, but we have also, there's a lot more other areas people don't even know about. If we're going to talk on movies, just take Central Park.
Right.
Central Park was Black real estate. So and look how that went, and it was a Black man that owned more property in New York than anyone else.
There was a movie, I would say maybe 3 years ago, maybe called The Bankers. With
The Bankers,
with Anthony Mackie. So that covered it too, right there during the 50s, redlining, everything else that happened back then, just about the time Jim Crow was moving out, but you still had problems with real estate buying ownership for a Black family or a Black person. But even though they didn't have the white face to buy these properties, they had to beat the system at their own game in order to do it. They had to get a white guy to do it, buy the properties that they wanted to buy and then flip them. So it's really
that was a great movie. I like that one.
Yeah, it's really a corrupt game. It's a no-sum game if you want to put it in game format. Even though there's talk about reparations, don't put your life on it. If there was a statement that said you get 40 acres and a mule, you ain't gonna see that either. So if they lied about that, what else they gonna lie about?
Right.
Exactly. And it just goes on and on and on. But great points. And like you said, what else are they gonna lie about? That's the question right there,
Well, they're trying to eliminate the history because they can't keep lying because they keep busted in the lie. That's why DeSantos is on his mission. He's really leading the mission. He's the Bill Graham right now.
Yeah.
Well, if you really look at it, this whole kind of setup, the black race, mostly Black people. I'm not talking about anybody else, any other race, but LGBTQ, Native Americans, Spanish people, Muslims, Chinese, Japanese, whatever the case may be.
Just say anything outside of what. Thank you.
We will still be at the bottom of that selection. I don't care if you import other.
That's right.
You can't import nobody because they already did that with Black folks. So everybody else is coming in.
Exactly.
So we're still falling at the bottom of that totem pole, no matter what. Even though there's been some progress, and there's been some ordeals that make it seem like, hey, you know, you're getting up there. We are making progress. No, we're not. We're still stagnated by your design. It's your design. You designed this. You make it stagnated. It's always going to be stagnated to make it to be that the Black man is going to be the last one at the bottom of the selection. The only real true way is to get maybe a lot of Black people who think Black, that are Black and will always be Black, in the positions to make new laws. Other than that, it ain't gonna happen.
I'm in the position.
Well, right now, for starts, folks got to get out and vote correctly.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
That's the main thing right now.
That's the biggest thing.
You know, so because people complain about something, but they don't realize their vote is their voice. So
that's it.
Yep. Got to get out and vote, folks.
And I'm a proud young voter right here. I stay voting. Right. So
well, you know, I look at it like this. Even though I'm in my 60s, you know, us as Black people died for us to vote.
That's right.
I mean, die for us to vote. So if nothing else, you should be able to say, hey, I'm going to vote. I don't feel good, but I'm going to vote.
Right.
Because I owe it to the person that passed away or stood up and wanted to vote, had to count some damn jelly beans in a jar, whatever it was, just to have the right to say, hey, I'm a citizen and I want to vote. So now you must vote just to say, hey, you know what? I got something to say.
That's right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
But anyway, you know, it's just Monday. It's Memorial Day.
That's Memorial Day, and we're just spending some time shooting the shit.
Thank you for your service.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you. We do appreciate it. We do, and we had to acknowledge and thank you guys all for your wonderful comments and wisdom in regards to all of this. And I wanted to also say rest in heaven for Tina Turner, you know, that passed away this week. 83 years old. I didn't realize she was in her 80s. I thought she was in her maybe late 70s, but you know, definitely
Black don't crack, right?
Right.
It looks very good. Very good. And
all the way to the end.
My condolences to her family and friends, and very talented, beautiful young lady. And also prayers out to Jamie Foxx too, that he has a speedy recovery for his health issues. I hear that he's doing better.
Yeah, they tried to spin a story, this hip hop news outlet that's run by mostly Caucasians. And they just went off of a rumor and spread these lies about what's going on with him. And so his family had to go on Instagram and get the story straight. So that's been another recent development. And we're like, where
media stuff is sometimes.
Yeah.
And what was the story?
It's out of control.
What did the story end up being?
They're saying he's recovering and he's at home, but they were trying to say, the story was that they were trying to say that he was on the almost dying. Like that's the story that they were just deciding to go with. And so the family had to set it straight that he's fine, he's recovering at home, and he you know, respect our privacy at this time, you know.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
he okay, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, that's what the family's telling everybody. So I mean, the fact that they're trying to make it seem like he's on the brink of death and all of that, and just pushing that out there, it's already whatever the family's going through, it's already traumatizing that they're having to go through that, and then to add fuel to the fire on some rumor, that's crazy. But that's what these news outlets are doing now. There's no real journalism going on.
They are off the hook.
It's always been like that though. But I mean, dang, social media kind of turned the volume up on it.
Yes. Well, we hit on a few things, and if you guys don't have anything else to share, we're gonna move on what our inquiring minds want to know.
Dad, can't wait, bro.
Anybody?
Is that me?
Yes, that's you.
Boom.
Anybody got anything else to share? Thank you for muting yourself in. Appreciate that. Anything else?
Well, I'm ready for these to fire their minds.
Y'all go ahead. Go ahead.
What you need? You can go ahead on, John.
No, it's a story we can talk about another time because it's pretty deep.
No, go ahead.
No. We'll talk to you.
If you want to talk about it now.
I don't know when you're seeing anything on your mind, but time is short anyway. Started late. Next time, woman, we good.
Look at her. That's down to your lips.
Huh?
You know, y'all cease to amaze me. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but
What's wrong? I just said next time.
Y'all family. I ain't gonna say nothing, but you know.
I just said next time.
You say next time, woman.
Woman is a respectful.
That's a very strong, bossy term.
What did Jesus call his mama woman? He said, woman, you don't have to worry. She won't know what he's doing. They couldn't find him. They wanted him even when she wanted him to deal with the wine at the wedding. A woman.
He called mom a woman?
Huh? Now see, now that's way on the other side of the alphabet, Cornell. Because if it would have been on that upper side of the alphabet, it would have been a problem. So it's nowhere in the alphabet.
All right, I'm gonna leave that right there. But thank you for sharing.
Because you wanted to keep that thought to yourself, huh?
Yeah, that part. That part. We're waiting on JJ so we can JJ, I know you had to get up and get you. I know you had to get your glass and you had to go laugh a minute. I know. Yeah, thank you very much. I know what you had to do. You know, sometimes they be doing but anyway, Fire Minds number 1. Okay.
All right.
I don't think I did this one before. Here we go. Man, oh man, I slept with my boss.
Woo!
She's as fine as aged wine. She kept on hitting on me and offered me a big raise and a promotion after I first hit it. I ain't mad though, because I needed the cash flow. But now things are on fire in more ways than not. I'm fiending her and craving her thick ass. Once we had an argument, I held out for 2 weeks because she was sprung too. And she threatened to demote me and more if I didn't get my act together and bring that good. Hell, I'm stuck. What should I do, grown folks?
I got distracted. I missed all I heard.
Okay, so basically
shorten it up for me, JJ.
Would y'all like me to read it again?
No.
He slept with his boss. She's fine.
I heard that.
Fine. She offered a big raise and promotion after they hit it. He's been fiending and craving her, but they got into an argument and he held out for 2 weeks after the argument. She threatened to demote him if he didn't give her that good. He's in between a rock and a hard place. He don't know what he's about to do.
JJ, you good. You good.
You know what he gonna do.
You good.
That's a situation where he gonna have to, if he break up with that relationship, he gonna have to quit.
Well, he say she sprung and she sprung too. He's strong and she's
yeah,
strong.
but he's the one that got to make the decision.
Yeah, but she's over him, so she's more in trouble than he is. That's real.
He ain't over her. It's just that.
No, she's over
she's
him.
over him.
She gave him the promotion. So unless this is a private, so put it like this. She did some stuff that she ain't had no business doing. She ain't had no business sleeping with people that she working with. Business owners do this all the time, and they get sued, and they end up paying out their ass. And not only did she do it that way, she did it so that she was telling him, she was promising him gifts for having sex in exchange for sexual favors. So she's in a real bad situation. She should have never did that in the first place. And so now she's trying to pull her strength card, but she don't even have one. I had my cousin that did this similar situation, and he ended up having to quit his job because him and the girl got into an argument at the job, and the job found out they were sleeping together, and they got rid of him and her. So they both lost their job. But this is management.
How does the job find out that who you sleeping with?
People
How do you think they find out?
Because people run their mouth.
It becomes kind of evident around the office. These two people are more likely.
They don't know how to handle what they doing.
Sneaky, passing notes, laughing and giggling, having freaking office meetings, private meetings.
Well, how do you know? You don't know. You know that they like each other, whatever. How many people work with folks and they kind of got a crush on you? Does it mean you're sleeping with them?
Donna, you're not talking about a crush.
Exactly.
We're not even talking about crushes.
But
what I'm saying is, how can people judge that you're sleeping with someone because you got a crush at work?
That's not how this works, Donna. Usually what happens is the person does like what she's gonna do and humiliates him when she demotes him. So when they get demoted, they quit and then they go get an attorney, and then an attorney explains to them, you got all these rights and you're gonna sue this person, and then they end up getting all this money, mess her situation up, mess his situation up, and they move on from it, especially in these marriage situations. I seen one case where the lady was, the man was married. It was a business between the husband and the wife, and the young girl came in. He was having relations with her. She sued because she didn't like the way he was treating her. She got like $2 or $3 million out of the deal. He lost his wife. His wife divorced him. They split the business up, destroyed the business. All this stuff happened for them. This is the kinds of things that happen in these matters. So if she need to stop, first off, she need to stop threatening him because he got way more power than she do.
It's called sexual harassment in the workplace.
There you go. And she's doing that.
We all seen that seminar, had the seminar, read about the seminar,
I get it.
Took the seminar and talked about the seminar. So that's what it is. It boils down to, it could be a termination, but 9 times out of 10, it's a suit on somebody's behalf and somebody's paying. And that somebody that paying is the owner of the business.
Yeah.
So,
well, he said they both are fiending one another, but he said they had an argument and he did time out for 2 weeks. And that's when she started that's when she started threatening him about, you holding out, you're not bringing me the good. I'm going to do X, Y, Z if you don't keep doing what you're doing to me. So what do we tell this young man? What do he just stop doing what he doing? Do he try to sue her? Do he try to?
You don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, JJ said it right.
You don't shit where you eat. You know, like it's just bad for business. Period. It's things are gonna escalate. She's going to become more disrespectful. He's going to become more disrespectful. We don't know, but things could get much worse, and your career is on the line. You know that. Yeah. So,
yeah. What's
but
really
they need their job. So what would
Well, he gonna have to sue her. He gonna have to sue if he get fired, because both of that stuff go on each one of the record for the next employer.
Yeah.
So nobody wants to hire somebody that they know can't keep their stuff in their pants.
Well,
woman or man.
It becomes a hostile work
that's
environment.
not going to go to your next job.
Yep, exactly.
That's right. Cordell saying all the lingo is a hostile work environment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it becomes. She's the superior. He's the subordinate. She's being hostile towards. No matter what.
Not only that, she gave him a promotion. She gave him a promotion because he slept with her. That's even worse.
Yes,
now she's talking about demoting him.
Everyone, it's unfair to everyone there because someone else could have been deserving or whatever. But you gotta, they talk about, so it's not against the law to sleep with your boss or anything. But you think about if they say, hey, I'll do this, I'll give you this promotion if you like. And you go ahead and you do that, you take the promotion, you work in the promotion. There's nothing else for you. Now, your best bet is this person approached me to sleep with them to give me a promotion. Most likely, depending on policy, they both would just probably be fired or whatever. Towards it was a sexual harassment or whatever.
Harassment in that case.
When you agree, you take the promotion. You took the money. That's all it is. You agreed. You took the money. You broke policy. You're fired.
So you was
now, if this person is coming at
you was a hoe then.
Like a lot of co-workers can be at different places.
But when it comes down to the company policy,
that's different.
That behavior, like Cordell says, it becomes it's a discrimination thing. Both parties are wrong. They're, what I'm saying? They're wrong for sleeping with the person and taking the advancement, making more money.
It depends on policy, though. Some companies allow you to date. They just tell you no fraternizing during work time.
Well, if that's your manager, you're not supposed to have relationship with.
No. Policy.
No, you're not.
Here's what happens.
Okay.
Here's what happens.
I'm about to correct y'all right now.
Here's what happens.
I know of the policies of where I've worked.
See, you talking
conflict of interest. It's a conflict of interest.
Company policies. You made your policy at work general. I said it's according to company policies.
Right.
Some companies allow things, and just like the city of San Francisco, all they say is no fraternizing during work time. That's all they say.
Well, it ain't where I work. They don't.
But we ain't talking about what.
Well, if you're in management, it's different where I work.
Okay, but we're talking about.
If you're 2 employees, that's different.
Okay, check this out. We're talking in general. In general, a lot of people allow folks to do things. The problem comes in, and the reason they talk about fraternizing and stuff, because the problem comes in about the unfairness. Now, are you allowing this person, everybody's reports were due on a Tuesday, but you allow this person to turn theirs in on Wednesday because y'all got going on. It's just interest. But it all depends on what companies allow. You cannot generalize it.
I haven't worked for no companies that will allow you to sleep and date your boss. I haven't. I'm not saying there's none that don't do it. I'm just saying.
Google, JJ, Google, is it legal to sleep with my boss?
There's two things that come into play.
Thank you.
One, the boss is the boss, right?
Yeah.
They dictate and suppose a direct policy for the company.
Right.
Exactly.
2, an employee of that boss, the subordinate, is supposed to take the direction that they give them to take. So now what takes place, him being a subordinate, he did something that he shouldn't have done, but he did it anyway. So he slept with his boss. Really, he did it because her quid pro quo said, hey, do this for me, and you'll get this.
Right, right.
Which is wrong and illegal.
Right.
Now, if they were both in management or there was both subordinates, would be no problem.
Right.
The conflict comes into play where one has power over the other.
One has the power and seniority, right?
Yes. So what takes place at that point is that is the subordinate doing what the management wants them to do to gain what control the management was to have had supposed to have, by saying if he don't do this or she don't do this, they're being insubordination and I'm taking your job.
That falls under harassment.
That does. It also falls, like I said, under a hostile working environment.
Exactly.
Because that manager made it hostile for that employee. So there's all kinds of ways to blame suit for the company and the two individuals involved. But the bottom line is going to be, what does he do now? He could do one of two things: stop having a relationship, get a new job, or just say, hey, you know what? I made a big, bad mistake. But the bottom line for him is going to be, he's always going to wonder about the things he had to do for that manager, because she's really in control, pulling all the strings.
Right. Yes, she is. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, I Googled it, and it can be illegal depending on your state. And
I don't think he's going nowhere though.
Yeah, but see, in California,
I don't think he want to leave
legal.
her though.
California is legal. The only thing that California says is that an employer cannot demote an employee based on discrimination. That's the California law.
Okay.
Any discrimination reasons. You can go to the whistleblowers and look up, or you know what? Google, hey JJ, Google wrongful demotion, California. Just put wrongful demotion, California. And I'm telling you, companies, we have managers and this and that dating different companies. When I was commercial manager with Cragen, same thing.
Yep,
Girlfriend, they all kicking it. But they doing work time. They don't want you fraternizing in that manner. Because you can have your family member working there, a brother, a sibling, or a parent, whatever. The problem is it allows you a chance. They try to cut down on families or certain relationships being able to come up with a plan or whatever to try to rob the place or whatever else, in what they call it when they be embezzlement and things of that nature, but and they don't want to portray that there's favoritism. You don't want to portray favoritism.
Right.
I mean, you can look all that all through anything. They don't housing. Simple as housing. You take cookies from one tenant, you better take cookies from every tenant. It's about fairness. But they're saying if you're not breaking the policy or the law where you're demoting people for the wrong reason, or you shouldn't be promoting them for the wrong reason, or you're not giving the other ones who are more deserving or whatever, or you're allowing this one to have an hour and a half for lunch when everybody else is only doing a half hour. These are the things. That's why them laws are in place, because areas the relationships are allowed.
So So what do we tell this lovely situation?
Hey, he signed the contract when he took that first check from the promotion.
Yeah, I think they really are digging each other, and he trying to grab his manhood from it. So I don't think he can, but
once he
they need to
cashed that
stop.
check.
They need to take that off they need to take that off the table.
So he probably needs to just start
blaming each
looking
other
for a new job, huh?
Yeah, he should start looking for.
he just need to be cool. It look
Either
like him with his chick. Yeah,
I mean,
roll with it.
He
He ain't gonna get a woman up.
He cashed the check. He kept the position
What you
afterwards.
making him illegal or something? You trying to make that a legal thing?
Me?
Yeah, you
No,
trying to say
no,
illegal?
what I'm
gave
saying
it to
is
him. He didn't give it to her.
It seems as though
he accepted. He accepted. He accepted what was given to him. He didn't deny it.
Oh, he was supposed to turn that down.
Yeah.
Well, how you gonna if you
Come
gonna
on,
complain
man.
about something? So that's like me saying.
How are we always blaming men for these kinds of things?
No, it ain't about blaming
the man
men.
ain't even the one with the power of the promotion. We gonna blame him.
Even if it was the other way around. Even if it was the other way around. A man said to a woman, like we see in the workplace the majority of the time, hey, you sleep with me and I'll give you a promotion. And then she go ahead and she sleeps with him and she continues to work in that promotion.
He probably was gonna get the promotion already. There's something going on with them too.
So you don't hear the logic of it.
Nah, it's just the logic. They tapping him. They still tapping on each other.
But that's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, he just gave it a 2-week break when they got mad at each other.
Yeah, he gave it to her. He
probably pulled up muscle on him and told him to come in the room and give her some. You better come in here at lunchtime and break me off. And he was like, I ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna just demand neither. That old little bullshit.
Some went down between them.
Yeah, a little fussy.
Some went down, and the problem is
for 2 weeks.
They can't separate work from home.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
They
can't separate work from home. But once he set up here and accepted it, that's on him too.
Let's see what happens. I want to keep us posted.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, even if
somebody owes you some money,
seeing her today. I mean,
if somebody owes you some money, or you owe somebody some money, and you sent if you sent to place a check. Now rent, since we're dealing with they not supposed to accept partials, for their own good. But you give somebody a partial in a check and they say they ask for this and you give some. Once they cash that check, do you know that's the agreement? That they agree to what you just put in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing. Once you take it, you agree. You agree to the conditions. And that's the bottom line. Now all the consequences that may come with that. Well, hell, that's like buying your first pack of cigarettes. The consequences that come with it. And that's what it is.
So this
was that song? Come on, consequences. What was that?
This brother needs to really decide which side of the fence he wants to be on. If he wants to roll with her, hopefully they're gonna stay together forever, at least as long as he's at the job.
He ain't
and if he
fool.
decides that he wants to break up with her for whatever reason, probably should start
here, bro.
Yeah.
Look at it. He already digging her. She digging him. Okay,
what if it don't last? So what if it don't last?
We're not talking about if it don't last. We talking about right now. We know they digging each other. All he needs to do is look at his bank statement from the time he got with her, and in the bank statement the time before he got with her. Before he got the promotion.
Won't they do a prenuptial agreement with each other? What you think? What you think about that? Let's think outside the box.
They not
married.
Don't need
to. They don't need to.
Do an agreement with each other when you marry.
They're at work. They're at work.
Yeah, do an agreement. If we break up, I'm gonna keep
my
position. We're not gonna tell each other.
Cordell says it will not work because they're at work.
What you mean? They can do an agreement with each other saying we're not going to expose our relationship and this should not be on the table.
Yeah,
and if you get mad, you're not gonna fire me.
You just said a prenup, and now you're saying something else. No,
yeah, prenup.
A prenup, I thought,
is before you do it.
It's before you get married. Isn't that a
The
prenup?
prenuptial agreement
That's a prenup before you get married. So
before you get married.
It's a prenuptial agreement before we say I do.
But you can do a contract. Well, let's say a contract.
But this ain't saying nothing about they saying I do. They just doing a clap. They clap.
That is but it's conditions of what's going to take place.
We don't know if they gonna get married.
They not gonna have what kind of agreement they gonna have, like Cordell said, on the job. You can make it, you can say, okay, this is where we're gonna agree, but how are you gonna carry them conditions out?
Once she
you gonna tell her she can't fire you? You gonna tell her, but then her manager tells her, we're making cuts. I need you to fire him.
Right.
Well, then she in a bad pickle because she about to get stabbed. That pickle ain't gonna be a pickle no more. It's
so
gonna be
you
a
can't
half
go
a
to the
shell.
court. You can't go to court and collect anything.
Who can't?
How they gonna go to court? She fired me, and we had agreement that she can't fire me, and she come
that ain't
with
what I'm saying. I'm saying an agreement to say that we will not discuss this outside of our relationship with anybody that we work with.
So you're saying anybody they work
got
with?
Some crickets on that one.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure that out.
Well, I mean, okay, Ben, somebody you work with came to you with sign. Hey, I need you. I got this written up, notarized. We gonna get it notarized. I need you to sign saying that what we doing here on the job is between me and you. And you can't open your mouth to nobody else.
It's probably what they do it outside the job because they probably ain't doing it on the job.
They might be doing it on the job. That's what it appears. They might be doing it on
the job. They have offices, Ben. They got offices.
They can't, because he did say they both kind of addicted to each other. They both sprung on each other.
You say, Cordell, every janitor room don't have a mop, right?
She ain't got no cameras in her room. They probably go in there. As long as you just put something in her mouth to keep her quiet.
Well, they may get down in her office sometime. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but or they could just do it outside the job. But what I'm saying is somebody come to you, want you to sign something to keep your mouth shut about what you're doing to them or with them at work. How would you feel about that?
That's the conversation. We done violated each other already. I mean, hey, I just think that's something that we can talk about because they in a bad situation.
A non-disclosure is going to be different from what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. So really, it cannot be done. Either he finds a
no way to get out of this.
Either he finds a new job or she leaves him alone. But
what you mean he find a new job? She gonna have to find a new job. She the one that's in violation. They
both gonna have to find a new job, and hopefully they don't get terminated from their new jobs.
Right.
Stuff they did in their old job.
I'm quite sure her being in her role, she's getting a hefty salary, so she's not gonna want to step down from that.
So you saying they need to leave before they get fired? That's what y'all saying?
She promoted him probably to some supervisory role or higher classification than what he could
be right there next.
But he's not a manager, so he's but he's making more money.
So he could be right there next to her.
It didn't say anything about he got promoted to management.
But he just got a promotion. We don't know what the promotion is.
I don't think she promoted him to the level that he is.
So he's still a subordinate.
But she might be a higher manager. She could be a department manager. She could be a program manager.
You see how y'all talking about this?
Something else. But the whole thing is, this man agreed, if it was a woman, agreed to this and that condition, accepted the conditions. Now they funky, and all you gotta do is whatever, and go on to work, keep quiet, and him and her gonna be just fine. Cause he already said they both into each other.
I
See what
think
y'all
it's
They
gonna
saying?
be
playing like
just
a
See, this
little
is
fine.
good.
game
This is
right
a good
now.
lesson. I like this lesson y'all giving.
I mean, I think
Don't
it'll be
sleep with nobody at your job. Look how messy this is. It's even messy for us. We try to find a way to get your behind out of the frying pan you to put yourself in.
Well,
So
I think then as long as they are both in the fine print and in agreement. But if something happens where they no longer want to see one another, that's where it's gonna hit the fan.
You know, it gets messy all the way around. Even if they was both in management or both being subordinates, it still gets messy because you bring that drama to work.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are, what status you are, that drama comes to work.
Those emotions, yep.
Comes to work. I've seen it played out too many times at work. I really have. And it's sad because here you are, have these two people who were supposed to be in blissful love, and 3 weeks later, they mad at each other, and then they bring it to work, and everybody knows your business.
Well, what do you tell them as a manager? How do you stand in the middle of that? I mean, what do you?
Well, what I propose is this: if they're both the same management or subordinates, they got two choices. Either rectify themselves by leaving their drama at home, don't bring it to work. If it happens again, I got to terminate both of you guys on the spot. Because we don't need the drama here. You're bringing drama to the workplace that you could deal with at home. You like working here? Yes, good. What's a favor? Call in sick,
give us a shot, huh?
At home.
You gonna give us a shot, huh? You gonna let us stay? Cordell, a nice boss. Thanks, Cordell, for letting us stay.
Handle your business at home. Don't bring it to work.
I think that's only fair.
Cordell say I can stay. I can keep my job.
Because even whatever her status is, she has a manager, and if this stuff gets out of control, her manager is going to be in the midst of this.
Now, look at it this way. You address the problem, you document the problem, so if it happens again, hey, guess what? I talked to both these individuals on Thursday. Here it is, 3 Thursdays later, they had the same beef, so I had to take action.
Down the street, huh?
They gotta go.
Because you already forewarned them. Regardless of what the statuses are, they've already been forewarned. And they still brought it back there again.
Yeah.
That's only fair. In that particular case. In this case, it looks like she's his superior. And she's calling the shots. And got the leash on his neck, and he got to dance to her tune, or he's gonna have to do something different.
Well, let's see how it plays out.
And like I say, I don't see a problem. They both feeling each other, into each other, feeding each other, and doing it all kinds of ways. It ain't no problem as long as they keep on doing what they're doing.
Yeah, but
problem is gonna come is
somebody's gonna hold out on the goods one way or the other.
Yeah, something's gonna happen where it's gonna
somebody gonna make a mess. Oops, sorry.
Yep.
And then that's gonna be because it seems like she's a control freak. That's what it seems like to me. She's kind of sort of a control freak.
She comes some kind of freak. I don't know if it's a control one.
Well, she wants to control him. Then, excuse me, she's trying to control his actions and reactions, and you know, a lot of people.
Donna, she started this.
Well, I'm not saying who. I don't know. If she
know she started. She the boss. She started giving promotions out.
I mean, she gave him promotion, but that don't. I mean, he could have.
I'll say this:
he could have flirted with her.
Good poo nanny. Just leave that. All poo nanny ain't good poo nanny.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you this: if I was in that situation as him, and I went ahead and took the condition, and I've been sleeping with her, and I'm digging with her, my only worry would be if she gonna try to demote me like he's saying. You know, I mean, I would wonder what kind of leverage I would have, but actually at the moment, if I'm digging her and she done promoted me and everything, I'm moving forward.
You gonna ride that gravy train that took you right on the
I mean, hey, we may go to our graves together. You know, I mean, if it's all good, I don't know what happened. I don't know exactly what happened to where he had to shut down for 2 weeks or what have you. But you know, I just know thinking about, I know for me, myself, at one time, shoot, if that would have came along and I'm digging her and everything too, shoot.
It went on, huh? You just went on.
Well, I mean, just logically, what would be the reason for me not to?
Nothing.
I'm already digging her. It ain't like I'm being forced. Oh, now, if the letter would have said, I'm sleeping with my boss and I can't stand this woman and everything, but I don't want to stop because she gave me a promotion. Now we're looking at something different. But this man talking about matters of the heart, right? So come on now. He did all he got. Look here, tomorrow's Tuesday, get up and go to work.
Wow. I guess it's so many different ways and angles that this one could go. And I guess every situation would be just uniquely different. I mean, it's an error. A lot of times you just don't think outside the box at, you know, like from Cordell's perspective, John's perspective, Ben, JJ, all you guys got, and even me, we got different ways that, you know, we're looking at this, which are all valid. They're all
they actually all line up. Look, you in a situation now, these things come along, but you done put yourself in a situation to where, look, now if you were somewhere or what have you where it was illegal or whatever, like JJ said, now if you in a state where it's illegal, y'all both could be in trouble, whatever, you know. And then the policy, it's just the whole fact. How do you tell somebody about something that you already got yourself into? And you agree, and then you're talking about how you care about the person.
Yeah.
You can't, that's kind of like telling a husband to leave his wife over something. You know, I mean, them is kind of decisions you just don't make for somebody's heart.
But I don't think that in her position, and I'm not taking up for or talking again. I'm just saying her position, regardless of why you guys are together and doing what you're doing, because you have a fallout or an issue, to be threatening a person regarding their job or their position, I think is foul. And I would be looking at the red flags of that, really, as far as somebody I can trust, as far as loyalty, as far as commitment, things of that nature. You would probably just be kept in the, you know, the friend zone of just clapping, because that's really messed up.
So would it be fair to say, if it was, say it wasn't on the job and she has, say, the upper hand, say the apartment, so it's kind of going back to saying, oh, if you don't do this, I'm putting you out.
I think that's scandalous.
That's that mentality. See, but that's that mentality. And this is why some people can look at this and say, see, this is the actions. These are the steps that women take when they can't handle, when the relationship ain't going. They try to use certain things to leverage you or whatever. And then they use that same argument to say this is why women should not be in power.
Well, I don't know if I'll take it that deep, but I think women should be in power now. Don't you need to hush up about that?
No, I'm just telling you. This is
I know that's how they think. Yeah,
this is what arouses, but this is not just how they think. You got to look because of the development that have been seen. This is what caused people to say, "Well, look, damn, he just did this. You ready to put him out? Damn, you talking about his thing, talking about how it's short and limp and don't do this and don't do this, telling the whole public, damn, you doing all." So then they say, "Oh, now." I really would like to see what this argument really is.
I mean, because it's men that'll put a woman out too.
I'm not saying that. We talking about this. We talking about
and
this
he'll
woman.
talk about all the things he done did
We're
for her.
talking
She in a
about
situation and put her out and put her out the car on the Bay Bridge and
We
tell
ain't
her to
talking
find
about
her way home.
We talking about a woman that's in a position of authority. How some people will go to believe that this is why a woman shouldn't be in this type of position.
Yep.
Because when she gets to acting a certain way or certain don't go a certain way, these are the moves that she pulled. This is not your baby. That's why this is not your baby. I mean, say some really hurtful things.
And just like he'll say, well, are you sure that's my baby? Are you sure that's my baby?
Yeah, but they gonna say that because she was sleeping around.
I'm not saying.
Are you sure I'm the baby daddy?
But what I'm saying is,
I may not be the baby daddy.
We talking about
this
this
Ricky
story.
that lived a few doors down. I saw him looking at you a few times.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta turn this air back on.
It may be Ricky. It may be Ricky. As a matter of fact, that kid got Ricky's nose.
But I'm just saying
that kid got Ricky's nose. If you really
but what
want
I'm
to know.
just saying is this is what people try to use as leverage. They try to use this as leverage for their conversation.
Hey, Gareth. Sorry, John was on one. He took me there for a minute. You came at the right time.
No, John wasn't on one. I said
John trying to talk about women shouldn't be empowered.
No, I did not.
They can't handle their emotions.
Cordell, tell her I said.
Thank you. Can I have that fan, JJ?
This is why folks have that type of conversation.
Take off all your clothes.
Because they see that. Yeah, right now.
Take your
this
clothes
is what my vote for women.
That's how women feel when they feeling empowered. Okay.
See, boy, it's called listening. Now that's one thing I'm saying. Women
John, I think Donna's trying to say right now she's empowered. That's why she didn't move.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Garrett, you got something to say about this?
I'm married.
Yeah, you married, so you got a zip. You just trying to get the knowledge. You better not say too much, my brother. I don't want you to be on the couch. I don't want. I hate when women are in power and tell you no bed tonight. You go to the couch.
No. She's misusing her power.
I'm telling Noah, I'm not sleeping on no couches.
She's being a dictator right now.
I know what you're talking about. I'm sleeping right there next to you. Yeah. We ain't gonna do this, and we're not gonna have that kind of separation in our relationship. You ain't gonna make me get on the couch, and I ain't gonna make you get on the couch.
I hate the couch thing. I'd rather just, if you don't want your foot to touch mine, that's fine. Just get on your side. That's why I like it.
Please.
I got a California king. You can roll over on your side, okay?
You learn how to fight fair. That's
no. Before that light go out, it's gonna be settled. God dog it. It ain't gonna be no.
But if I gotta get up early in the morning, we may not have enough time to settle it.
Yeah, it will be, because it don't take long to fix something. It don't need all that other.
It depends on what it is. Don't need
all that other stuff. See, the problem is this stuff go, and it build up. Then you got all this other stuff to talk about. When the main thing is, why you come in the house until 1 o'clock in the morning? Well, hell, I didn't get to the house till 1 o'clock in the morning until this.
I just wanted to hang out with the fellas
let's go
tonight.
to the bed. It's done.
I wanted to hang out with the fellas.
Shoot.
But
You gonna
she
tip
ain't,
for tat?
as far as she's concerned, it ain't Saul because she's feeling some kind of way about you coming in at 1 o'clock and you did
And
not
I gave you
call
the
her
answer.
to let her
And-
know it
And
was
I
a
gave you the
situation,
answer.
and
I
she
gave
thought
you the
something
answer.
happened to you, and she called Highland Hospital in North County
Okay.
Jail in Oakland looking for you. Then she called Santa Rita because you
And guess
wasn't
what?
in them places.
Guess what? That's what makes the slow cooking even better. Because I know how much you was concerned and cared about me. And I sure hate that I
And now she
slowed
don't
up
want to
the-
even have you sleep in the bed because she pissed off at you.
She don't want to, but
She
she'll be all
glad that
right.
you okay, but no, you don't need to sleep with me tonight.
We don't want rain, but we got umbrellas. Check it out. It'll be all right.
Is that condoms?
It'll be all
Is that what
right.
umbrellas is?
Condom.
Yeah.
It's a cover.
He said
It'll
he had
cover you.
umbrellas when he stayed out until 1.
No, I didn't, Donna. You're gonna have to get your earpiece right, cause you
What are you
hearing
talking
too
about?
many. You done said I was against women's rights. You done sit up here talking about condom and an umbrella. I'm just saying what people don't like, but they still deal with. They use
Hey, but the thing is, you gotta have the effective communication, and that's what's missing in a
And that-
lot of relationships.
right now. It is.
They can't talk. So how somebody gonna sit up at 1 in the morning and try to fix an issue, and they got to get up at 5?
Yeah, and I would like to ask a bunch of women I know who like to flick on the light at 3 o'clock in the morning and talk about it. How could they expect somebody to come talk about?
No, you got to wake
at
up.
1
You likes
o'clock?
to talk before you go to bed. So I know you sleepy, but wake
See,
up.
But when the man trying to talk about it, how he gonna wake somebody at 1 o'clock knowing somebody got to get up at 5?
Well, it's called
Sound like a
common
double
courtesy
standard.
and respect.
Sound like double
John.
standard.
I mean, look at Gareth. See, he's so cool and suave and dominant. Gareth, you don't wake your wife up at 1 in the morning, huh? And want to talk, right?
But we ain't talked about that. We talked
But even
about
if you,
coming in late.
even if you came home at 1 in the morning,
Gareth is a veteran,
and she
He know
wanted
what
to
his wife
talk,
like.
would you want to talk
I mean, the morning.
in the morning when y'all wake up?
Yeah,
So you would want to just get in the bed and go to sleep and talk about it, but you would make sure that y'all talked about it.
Yeah,
That's
anger.
a good
You
answer.
supposed to get rid of anger before the sun, like you say, before the sun go down. This stuff is supposed
When
to
the
be
sun goes
settled.
down on your wrath, you're supposed to get
The
rid of it.
Bible even tell you to get rid of that junk. It ain't no sense of holding on angry. You can walk around still moping your mouth and carrying on. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
but some
worried
people
about
don't
that.
like to talk
Mope
when they're
around all
mad,
you
John,
want.
because they may say the wrong thing. Some people don't.
No,
Some
you
people
gonna say
just
what you
need
wanted
time
to
to
say.
process it.
That's gonna
That's
be
right.
the thing. You gonna say what you wanted to say. Just keep it real. Don't put on no false truth. If you want to say you bald head black mother, whatever, that's what you wanted to say anyway. Shoot, it wasn't no wrong thing.
You've been
That was
holding
on
that
your
in
mind.
all this time, huh?
Come on, stop it.
No name
It's just
calling. No name calling.
But
It's just like saying,
I'm
hey,
just
Ain't
saying
name
the
call.
whole team.
That's fighting below the belt.
The whole
Yeah,
thing
I say no
talking
name
about
calling.
walking around with anger. All that is just keep, because anything that goes on, anytime you think about it, is just throwing more kindling on the fire. Just put
Hey,
another more
if you
kindling
in
on
an
the fire,
argument that
and
late
it's
at night,
keeping
should
it
you
going.
argue?
You're never
Hey,
changing the temperature.
hey,
You never
if
change
you
it.
arguing that late at night, should you argue with your clothes off?
Man, it don't matter
That help?
how you argue. It's about
Would that
coming to
help
a
you help you to be a
resolution.
little more tender?
Might
If
be.
y'all was naked in front of, since we done dressed and undressed each other in the mind, let's go on and get undressed so we can talk about it.
Sometimes
Undressed.
it's not good to be in the nude when you are arguing because they may do some things to you. People get, when you mad, and especially if you think
Oh
he's cheating,
Lord.
if you think
We ain't
he's
talking about
cheating
violence,
or
are
something
we?
like that, you may
Don't hurt each
grab
other?
for you may
Talking
grab
about
for his
violence?
food.
You
Oh
should
no.
grab for no
No.
nothing.
Yeah, Garrett.
What you got? What you say, Garrett? You do a what? Do what? What?
Yeah.
Making up. He said, do it naked so you can do the making up.
That's right.
Oh, you making up? The making up is
No.
with the clothes off. Wait a minute. I think he's serious about this one. He gonna get some help with because I'm trying to figure out what did y'all get that one?
He need to be real. That's real.
Come on back, Garrett. We need to know what you're saying, my brother. Stop it, Cordell. Huh?
Oh, he said ain't no arguing in the bedroom. Ain't no
arguing.
What about Monica Lewinsky?
What he say? No arguing in the bedroom?
He said, what about Monica Lewinsky?
Oh, Monica Lewinsky when with the president, the ex-president that had the stains on his
and got her promotion.
He said he did not have sexual relations with that woman.
So she did.
Some people don't count oral sex as sexual relations.
He did not have sexual relations. That was the famous quote. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
He was sticking to that agreement. Cordell, what you say, Cordell? They
I get you, Garrett. I know you had to. I know it was something juicy because you had to get. That's right. Monica Lewinsky. That's right. That was the famous. That was the one. Yes, Lord. Well. The thing is, y'all done got me all off track with what we was even talking about. How we get all off on this? Look, we was trying to help the people
because we was saying what we was talking about. What thing you start talking about?
Y'all done made me go over the show and everything. We was trying to help these people.
Did
they had a situation?
We did. Break the contract. He can either break the contract with it or not. He know the consequences that come.
Okay, the woman at work.
And she do too.
I can't even go into the other garbage wines. Want to know because y'all made me go over time. But anyway, just tell these people that they need to that he probably need to find another job. That's all I gotta say.
Yep.
Why do
I just think he should get on? He should get online and just start putting his resume on Indeed or something like that.
Why he has to leave?
She not leaving her. She probably making 6 figures. She not leaving.
What? I'm laughing at Garrett.
Oh my.
Oh, Garrett, we seen some things over here.
Garrett. Explain the situation, please. I'm sorry. This is the Donna Smith Show, Table Talk, Grown Folk. This is what we do.
Here, don't go bad. I show my belly too.
So, Garrett, did you just have something to eat? I mean, I don't know where that came from. Was it a reason why you did that, my brother? Was it something I said?
He fool.
Because I want to stand corrected. Did I bring on a feeling or something?
They just got back from dinner.
And then JJ, what made you?
To make him not feel bad, so he ain't the only one who did it.
Oh, so Garrett, you just came out from Din with the wife? Oh, so you full.
Yeah.
Also, that's why you standing up posing like that.
If he sit down, he gonna fall asleep in front of the camera.
What y'all eat? What you have? You had some steak? You went to the steakhouse? What do you have?
Ribs.
You had some barbecue ribs, potato salad, and stuff like that? And some baked beans? You had all that? Oh, dude, I didn't get none of that. That's messed up. Did you go to the restaurant or you went to somebody's house? Somebody's house?
Yeah.
So now you and wife feeling kind of bloated, huh?
Yeah.
So, like we was talking about earlier, like being safe, just take it all off and just let it jiggle wiggle. And, sometimes that ignites the situation. Y'all both full, so just take when we get through with the show. Not now. Wait.
They not arguing. They not arguing.
Y'all not
They know
arguing,
better.
are you?
No.
Oh,
They
okay.
ain't arguing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a happy. See, a happy marriage brings on a happy situation, brings on happy eating and sleeping together, not on the couch, you in the same bed.
That's right.
No. I mean, why? I mean, like,
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right.
right.
You are absolutely right. A happy wife is a happy life.
And
And a happy husband is a happy
husband.
Is a happy what? I don't know what
happy
happened.
Husband is a happy husband.
But a happy wife is a happy life. And that is very true. That's why some men live by just, even when he knows she wrong. Yes, dear, you're right. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Because he's just trying to keep her happy and choose your battles. Sometimes it ain't worth fussing about certain things. If you left the toilet seat up and she fell in there, you was wrong. So why argue about it? Just say yes.
Fell in there.
Because sometimes late at night, women, we don't turn on the light and we go in the restroom to use it, and why
would you do that?
We just sat down. And sometimes when y'all leave it up, we fall in.
Baby. Oh, baby. Please don't do that.
So we want y'all to put it down.
Please don't go in the bathroom and just sit on the cold seat.
Put the seat down. The seat.
I closed the whole toilet. I put the whole cover down.
One time,
you put everything down.
I know that. I'm guilty.
I used to do that too.
Because
and then I sat on the toilet top and started going, and it went all over the place.
Well, shame on you.
Yeah, you got to pick it up.
I pay attention.
Because you're supposed to close the top before you flush, because the water misses bacteria all over the place.
Exactly.
So if you know that, then exactly.
Because I was half asleep and I went in the bathroom to sit, and the top was down, and I had already started
to half wake of you.
I started to release myself.
The half wake of you let you down.
So then guess what? The woman that makes that, and I know I'm not the only one out here that did that. I know women then fell in the hole, and I know they didn't sat on the closed top. Now, who do we blame when that happens?
Wait, on the closed top?
Depends on how many people is in the bathroom.
She gonna be mad at him, or she gonna be mad at herself.
Now, if he left the seat up, okay, we can say he left the seat up. But if the toilet is closed, you can't blame nobody for that. Cause that mean if you sat down on the top and you started using the bathroom, you was peeing before you got in position anyway. So,
y'all don't know how our pee go. We know how our pee go.
Position.
You know how your pee go. You don't know how our pee go.
You know your butt felt a whole different. It did not feel the same.
When you have sleep, you just don't. And then if you got a little fluff back there, you don't know.
Look here, you still know if it's tucked in or not.
Just interesting topic. Who do you?
Donna, if that's the case, what happens next is that you're wide awake because you got this.
You wide awake, you pissy, and you done got piss all over the floor. And you have awake and have sleep, and you got to clean it up, because you can't just let it sit there or be all over you and roll in the bed next to him talking about, baby, can we cuddle?
Yeah, you can, and that's what you want to do.
He is not going to want to cuddle with your pissy self.
How would he know that's what just happened to you?
Because he can smell you, and you gonna
don't know. That might be your punishment to him.
Oh my God, help me.
That might be your punishment to him. See, now I done hugged all up on you because now you got Bookie all on me. You know how y'all go. That's why men say, you right, baby, you right, because y'all just keep going. Y'all will not stop. Y'all just keep going.
No, we like closure. We like to go from A
y'all
to
like
Z.
the winner sit,
and
the
we
winner
like
circle.
to close the. We don't like it to be open ended. we like to be
The winner's circle.
A to Z. Let's talk about it. We need to know what you feeling. You need to know what we feeling. And men, you guys are more cut to the chase, to the point. Okay, dear, that's it. This is what happened. Okay, give me the remote. Let me watch the game. She still got a whole host of stuff
that's
she
not
want to go
necessarily,
into.
not just like that.
Y'all don't be
Watch
on the
the
list.
game.
That's not true. That's not true.
Wow. If that's the case, then I would say, hey, maybe you guys should take more responsibility for your actions. Be more accountable for it. If that's the case for men.
You know what, Cordell talking office talk. You must be, you know what?
That's right.
We need to take more responsibility for our actions.
Yeah. Is that what you gonna do?
You
You
sat
mad
your
all
butt
the time?
on the toilet that was closed, right? Made a mess, right?
Yeah, but that's because you left the toilet
That's
down.
because what? You asked me to close the toilet lid.
Right.
Put the toilet seat down.
No, I asked you to put the toilet seat down.
Put the toilet seat down. So I'm gonna do one better. I'm gonna cover everything.
You're gonna close the whole
the
thing
lid
on
and the toilet seat. So it forces you to open.
But
So you can't say I didn't put it down.
But my thing is this: if we're in agreement and we all know that flushing the toilet with the cover open spreads bacteria. So if we're in agreement, so we should be closing the top anyway.
Right.
So there's no question.
Why would we be arguing
the
and
grandkid come over? Not a grandkid not playing in the toilet.
Men pee all the time and don't.
That's trivial though. That's some trivial stuff.
Yes, I do.
That's trivial.
I close it everywhere I go.
Well, John is trained. We not all trained like John. John is trained. You know
no, I don't like nasty.
I'm not trained.
Hey, when I first learned that the water misses around the room, I changed from there. I've been closing the lid ever since. Because I'm thinking about my tiles. I'm thinking about, and bacteria comes in so many different forms, whatever you want to call
cases,
it.
People expose their toothbrushes now.
Come on, exactly. I keep my toothbrush covered and stuff because of things from the air and stuff. So nah, it ain't about. But now I did have women in the house. You're right. I grew up, a lot of people in our house. One bathroom and all of us in this one house. So you knew, but we still closed the top. You just closed the whole toilet. When you finish, flush it, bam, you slam the sucker down. And sometimes we used to slam it down where the thing would crack and gotta go buy another one.
The things the men do.
I thought I was the only one that did that.
Right? Yeah, you just close
You guys be a little rough in the bathrooms, for real. Women are not happy campers when they have to go behind men and clean bathrooms.
Oh, you ain't gotta clean behind my bathroom. I probably clean the bathroom better than a lot of women.
That's right. You probably do.
I probably clean the bathroom better than a lot of women.
Don't generalize there, Donna.
You probably do.
Don't don't be a generalizer.
You probably do.
Hey, you know what, Donna? They don't make Hexol everywhere.
Hexol?
No.
Hexol?
Yes, ma'am. Trying to find it in the store. You ain't gonna find it.
No, you're not.
They still sell it on eBay, Amazon though.
The Hexol is
I'm talking
really,
about
really
a
strong. That kills a lot of that stuff is strong. Yeah, you can finding it at a store is hard. You probably have to order it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There's
Amazon.
some stores that don't even carry it anymore.
Because the fumes, it can be, if you don't really, know what you're doing. Just like if you pour bleach in certain cleaners and all of a sudden you start breathing some stuff that ain't right, it will mess you up.
To die.
Yeah,
I never heard of that stuff until I started doing farming. They use that stuff. They do a mixture of that stuff to spray to kill the bugs and stuff off your plants. That's how strong that stuff is. That a friend of mine that farm, she gave me that recipe that had that in there, but I had never heard of that stuff. But that stuff is very strong.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Well,
That's probably why they don't have it in most places no more.
Unless you guys have anything else to share, we're gonna wrap it up. It is
amazing. You guys were amazing today. Everybody was amazing.
Well, thank
Great
you.
show.
We try to be amazing. That's what we do. Each and every one of you are amazing, and everybody watching and viewing and liking and sharing and subscribing and all that are just more amazing. We appreciate you, especially on holidays like this, because I know I normally do the show on Sundays, but we came on a Monday today, and I know some of you are really kind of just tired from your long weekend and the holiday. And like Gareth said, he's sitting up there stiff because he can't move because he didn't have ribs, potato salad, and beans and all kinds of stuff. Gareth, I'm just wondering though, is there a reason why you standing up straight? Is there something going on, my brother?
No.
I mean, would you care?
He try to he fool. He try not to fall
There's
asleep.
something really happening with this situation. I maybe I'll talk to you after we stop rolling the camera. Are you okay, my brother?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You can sit?
Yeah.
Oh.
He said he was full.
Okay. Because I couldn't see your head. I thought maybe you know.
No.
I love you. I know you sacrificing and you full, and some of us is empty. I didn't have no ribs and potatoes and beans. That sounds real good right now, boy. Woo. But anyway, I thank everybody, especially my panel, for being here too. We're gonna be back on here next Sunday. Next Sunday is June the 4th.
Yep.
We're gonna be in June.
Yep.
Wow.
It'll be paid and everything.
Wow. Well, it's gonna be Sunday, June the 4th. If that changes or alters, I'll let you guys know. But as far as I know, that's gonna be the day. And I'm kind of digging the 7:30 start instead of 6:30. So we will be here 7:30 on Sunday, June the 4th. Doing what we do, Grown Folk Talk, Table Talk with Donna Smith and her lovely panel. I want to thank everyone. I hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day holiday, and keep doing what you do, keep loving you, and we gonna see you back next week. All right, y'all. Let them know you love them. Mwah.